Well, after a week of vandalism, protests, and vigils, the Egerton Ryerson statue has fallen. All that's left behind is a metal base. Ryerson was a primary architect in the residential school system for many years now. Staff and students have been calling on the university to have it removed. Instead, it was pulled down by a group of protesters. The moment the statue fell was caught on camera. It appears a rope is wrapped around the sculpture. You can hear the quick revving of an engine, and then it comes crashing down. CityNews has not been able to verify who recorded the video. It's now been shared thousands of times on social media.
We have accomplished something great today. Today is our day.
The president of Ryerson University says the statue will not be restored or replaced, and said in a statement the monument was already being considered by the Standing Strong Task Force, whose mandate also included responding to the university's name, the legacy of Egerton Ryerson, and other elements of commemoration on campus. The task force, which was formed about 8 months ago, is promising to have a full report and recommendations by September.
I think in many ways this was one of the only ways to make the point.
As part of the reconciliation process, the university released a statement on Egerton Ryerson about 10 years ago, followed by the installation of a plaque explaining the role he played in residential schools. But for decades, students and staff have been calling on the university to remove the statue and change the school's name. Many say these are things that should have happened years ago.
I think it's a long time coming. It's kind of been a shadow over the campus the whole 8 years that I've gone here.
Back in May, a group started using the name X University when referring to the school. The movement was started by the Yellowhead Institute, a First Nation-led chapter of the Faculty of Arts, and it's now gaining momentum, with hundreds of university staff adding their signatures to a growing petition. Meanwhile, the memorial continues to grow where the Ryerson statue used to stand. Hundreds of pairs of shoes representing the remains of the missing Indigenous children found in Kamloops, BC. MPP Sol Mamakwa came by this morning to reflect on the fallen statue.
There's a tide that's changing. It is time. It is time for, our society, Canada, Ontario to acknowledge, that we've never, for hundreds of years, we've never been listened to. We've never been heard.
Now, according to some protesters who say they were here last night, the statue was beheaded and then taken to Toronto Harbour, where it was dumped in the lake. Police say they are investigating this incident as a safety issue because they believe a car was used to drag it along the highway. Investigators are reviewing video now and speaking to witnesses.